Hello and welcome to Mark's Emporium of Whatever, a place for hobbies, ticking off bucket list items, trying new things, adventure, seeing new places, hanging out with friends and family, and of course, a little bit of
sexual chocolate, baby!
So please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you later.
Hello and welcome to Mark's Emporium of Whatever. We are looking at Blenheim Palace Battle of Proms, and if you're thinking of going check out a video, you might get some hints and tips, and also you'll be able to see what me, Queen EJ and the fam got up to on our visit. Check it out. Blenheim Palace, the grand stately home just outside Oxford, built in the early 18th century and famous as the birthplace of Winston Churchill. It's a huge, huge stately home, and it holds social events and entertainment events throughout the year. I'd heard some amazing things about some of the displays which take place there, and of course in the background throughout the entire day is an amazing full orchestral band providing some really cool music. So watch me, EJ and the fam enjoying Blenheim Palace Battle Proms. We set off with about an hour and a half's drive ahead of us, but the traffic around Oxford is really notorious, so if you're coming from further afield, give yourself plenty of time to get there. We decided we'd break up our journey with a bit of a stop off for a coffee break, so Queen EJ and Papa Shango sorted out the seats while me and Mongo G sorted the coffee and the cakes. I've just realised it's the first time you will have seen my folks on a M.E.O.W video, so let me introduce you to them. Just for your arrival planning, just be aware that Blenheim Palace normal visiting is still open throughout the day, and you won't actually be allowed to use the concert car park until 2 o'clock. The main gates for the concert itself don't actually open until 4:30, so if you do arrive really early, you can have a stroll around the grounds, which are absolutely enormous. Now here's the best bit of Blenheim Palace. You can take all the stuff you think you might need in the car and leave it in the car park. Car park is not too far from the venue, and I'll show you a map of that in a minute. That means you can take all your cold weather gear, your warm weather gear, absolutely anything you might need, and more importantly, a load of booze and a load of food, so you're not going to run out of supplies throughout the day. Here's the little map I was going to tell you about. So from the main gate down to the main area, it's about a 10-minute drive. You get to look at all the grounds on the way. It's amazing. And then the car park itself is only about 125 metres away from the main concert area. This means you can walk back and forward from your little nest to collect all the things you think you might need. There are two ticketing options for the Battle Proms. Standard ticket, about £35, will get you entry into the event, all the associated shows and displays, and the ability to set up your own little area outside in the open field. Or you can pay £60 each and get the pavilion upgrade, which gets you what you're seeing on the screen now, a little space under the canopy, tables, chairs. You get some free Union flags to wave around like a bunch of idiots, and a souvenir concert program which details what's going on throughout the day and some more information about all the individual acts and performances. Yes, you will be able to get food there. Yes, you will be able to buy alcohol there. The prices are a little bit more expensive than what you'd get on the high street, but they are actually fairly reasonable. There's your usual suspects: hog roast machine, ice cream vans, face painting for the kids. So yeah, there's a lot going on. So some of the things we got to see and enjoy while we were there. So there's this cavalry display team. They were in all the official regalia from the uniforms back in the day. They were pretty cool. We got the British Army's parachute display team, the Red Devils. They put on a really high energy display. Unfortunately, the GoPro won't do it justice because it zooms out quite a lot. But they come in at a ridiculous rate of knots, screaming in with the smoke on. It's really dynamic and it's really cool. There's quite a big theme of reenactment which goes on there. Lots of tents and field shelters that you can go and have a look at. Some people in the traditional regalia with the traditional rig, and have a chat to them if you want to. And there's your usual fairground entertainments to keep the kids occupied if they're not into the music and some of the other displays. And one of the big highlights of the event was the Spitfire display, which was the Grey Spitfire, the first Spitfire to claim a kill during the D-Day landings, and it was a full display, 8 to 10 minutes of the pilot really putting it through its paces. So I'll run through the last of the top tips and hints and some of the bits and pieces that I think are important as the video plays in the background. So first and foremost, if you do buy a pavilion ticket, it doesn't stop you from still taking your chairs and tables and put it in the main seating area, so you can cover both bases. That means if you really want to enjoy the music, which is of course the main event, set your table and chairs up, go to the front, and then go back to the pavilion as much or as little as you like. Is it worth the money? I think it absolutely is. For the firework display and the Spitfire display alone, yeah, it's ace. You've also got all the music playing in the background throughout the whole event, and a whole load of other activities going on which I just haven't covered here. I highly recommend taking a Queen EJ with you just in case there's anything you miss. They can fill in the gaps for you.
Do you know this one?
Yeah, I know all the words.
Now, we'd only just recently done the Download Festival and expected the crowds to be absolutely mad, but we took a stroll down to the front of the venue, and you can get right to the front of the concert without any issues whatsoever and enjoy it all at point blank range. And that's pretty much it. We just stuck around for the last of the displays and an absolutely amazing firework display before we took our long drive home. I'll leave you with the closing bits of the music, and I'll catch you in a couple of weeks' time. Cheers.